Hi guys, happy, oh god, Friday. I hate Friday. I fucking hate Friday. So, a lot of people ask me why. I just do. I hate Friday. It's the weekend, so I'd rather be working throughout the whole entire week. It's just me. That's just me. So, how's everybody? Are we all well? I hope. So, alright, Wanda, I am so happy that we connected. Yesterday, today, this morning. I love your energy. I love that energy when we all connect through one simple session, a past life session, a card, something so simple as to connect so many people. And I just think it's amazing. Seriously, it's amazing. The Ouija, bringing friends together for, how many years is it now with the Ouija? I'll actually ask my phone. I'm going to ask Siri how old the Ouija board is. And we'll see if she, my Australian, my British Siri, if she knows how old the Ouija board is. So. Siri, how old is the Ouija board?
Okay, I found this on the web for how old is the Ouija board.
Would you like to Ouija with me?
I'd rather not say, Ryan.
Well, that's very bitchy.
That's not nice.
What is not nice, bitch?
There's no need for that.
Wanker. Slag.
I'm not sure I understand.
So she doesn't obviously understand anything. Because it's Siri. What was I talking about? I completely forget. Oh, it's just so cool how we all connect and how everything just connects through the board, and just everybody's happy with their sessions. I am very happy that everybody's happy. So that's amazing. A few things I have to show. So yesterday I got a little gift in the mail. I love this. This is so cute, and I actually might use it. So I'm not going to name names anymore. I feel like that's I feel like then people are obligated to do the same. So this is actually the Little Book of Curses and Maledictions for Everyday Use by Dawn Ray Downton. So it's just a very, very little cool book. I love it. 50 foolproof spells, incantations, and hexes for every aspect of your life. So yeah, we just have all kinds of stuff in here. I just thought that was really cool. So, for every evil under the sun there is a remedy, or there is none. If there be one, seek till you find it. If there be none, never mind it. Who wrote that? Who said that? Mother freaking goose. That is amazing. Just the cutest little book. Cutest little book. How curses actually work. Just all kinds of stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it. Definitely gonna use it. Well, maybe. So I've been reading. I'm almost done with the union of Isis and Thoth. Holy crap, the synchronicities that are coming through are incredible. Seriously incredible. When I first started Ouija Pop, the temple, I had no idea what I was doing. I did not know what I was doing. Until I finally got this book. Until this book came and I read, and I now fully understand what Ouija Pop actually is. So Ouija Pop, alright, so Mot, the goddess Mot, she's everything. Everything is created on her first. A mound. So everything is created first from a mound. A solid mound of mud to build your astral temple, literally, or mud, literally, to create concrete. Well, concrete's a little bit different than mud. Concrete mud to build your house. So you always have to have a solid foundation, and you always have to go through Mot first. So, and then she is actually the mediator of the knitter which the Neter is the entire pantheon of Egyptian gods and goddesses. I sound very smart. That made me sound smart, and I shouldn't sound smart whatsoever, because I'm not that smart. But, so really when we did create Ouija Pop, the idea of Undal, the island of Undal, it started with a simple, it was just very dingy, and it was dark, and all we had was this small focal point right here to focus on, to enter into Ouija Pop, and now everybody can enter into Ouija Pop because it is connected to Undal through that mound. And that mound keeps everything connected through Mott, through her. She's the universal order, so she'd be the Empress or Isis. So what I did, the book really made me open my eyes to the synchronicities from 2 years ago, or a year ago, when we first, about a year, when we started to build Ouija Pop, and then Undal became a part of it. So you build on top. So in the ancient times, when the Egyptians would go to make a new mound, they would always have some kind of a piece of stone from the old temple, because it was always built on top of a new temple. The new temple was built on top of the old. So you have layers and layers and layers and layers. So we have the old temple that has been demolished. So it's demolished. It's going through its compost. It just kind of reminds me of a compost pile, because that's what we have outside, which would be Mott, a giant mound or a compost pile. So it's not like it's just regular grass and dirt. So that would literally be Mott and mud. So doing this in Ouija Pop, the temple, it was erected, the Ouija Pop temple. Then everybody coming in and out, in and out, in and out. And then me, literally, see, what it is describing in the book is that deity, everybody. What you focus on is what you're, literally what you are. What you are is what you eat. What you eat is what you are. So, what you read is what you are. So everything that we're doing in Ouija Pop, we are soaking it in. We are feeding that astral temple, we are literally creating a moon temple. Thoth is considered part of the moon. He's got his aspect of the moon, which you wouldn't think, because he is a god of light. He's the god of light, the morning star. So there's so many synchronicities that you can connect the dots literally with, from ancient Egypt to now. Everything. So within Ouija Pop, literally, it was created. It was literally created on top of Undal. That was just in the back of my head constantly, was Undal, ancient Egypt. So remember when I told you guys how my first vision of the giant stone circle was? It was the bricks. They had hieroglyphs all around them. The bottom was like a red terracotta pot color. Okay, turns out, and then there was like a white bluish sand almost, which was Labrador's sodalite, something like that. So I did not know that red carnelian crushed is symbolic of Lower Egypt, was it? The red part of Egypt. So all those stones, all those crushed red stones of carnelian, it's more red than it looks. There we go. So all of those crushed stones of carnelian, my dog's feeling better, obviously. Thank you guys for all your healing for him. He is very happy. I did not know that the carnelian crushed represented Egypt. I didn't know it was sacred to Isis, the goddess. So literally everything that has been going on is connected. It's synchronistic of ancient Egypt. Lower, upper. It is just insane, the synchronicities that are just popping up everywhere. I want to say that I'm a little spooked, including my sessions. I don't know how to say this. I don't get scared. I get to the point where it's like, wow, how is this? How is this even possible? So I'm gonna stop questioning how it's possible. It's not, I mean, I'm sure there is a way. I'm sure this is Thoth making me think. How? How is this all possible? How does this all work? So I'm sure it's going to be in the back of my mind, and it's going to make my gears start going like crazy. There's just so much information in this book. It is crazy. The first chapter, I mean, it is just dead on. You are dead on right into Egypt. You get taken on journeys. You literally go. I mean, you can literally see everything that they explain. Everything that they explain. So Normandy Ellis and Nikki Scully, you two are, I mean, I can't even describe, I don't have words for the wealth, the plethora of information within just one chapter. One chapter. I mean, this is the most amazing book I have ever read on ancient Egypt, on Heka, on the system of magic in ancient Egypt, on literally building astral temples first, etheric temples. Yes, etheric temples first. That is the blueprint. So literally, it will eventually be more and more and more. We visit Ouija Pop and Undal because they are both connected. The more that is going to empower it with those gods and goddesses of the nectar, the Egyptian pantheon of gods and goddesses. So there's just so many synchronicities within that. So the more we visit it, everything one day eventually it's going to be a real physical temple. And that is what Thoth has been telling me the entire time. Thoth has been telling us the entire freaking time. And it is just seriously amazing. Last night, the visions, the visitation was incredible. Isis, Thoth, I did not know was a jokester. He likes to joke. He likes to play pranks. He likes to be tricky. But it's his way of getting us to learn. He always takes on a different kind of personality. And now he's starting to take on a different personality with me too. So he kind of adapts to us. He adapts to us as we grow and evolve within our circles, our cycles. He actually does adapt to us, but still stays the same Thoth as he was in the beginning. It's just incredible. It is seriously incredible. The Isis. I can't explain how the presence of Isis almost Virgin Mary. When I was very heavily into voodoo, and I really did believe in the Virgin Mary. Now I do not. I don't recognize Catholicism whatsoever. I mean, I do recognize, bits and pieces of every faith because everything has a little bit of truth in it. So that's Hermeticism right there. There's a Hermetic in me. So it's almost like, I don't know, it's just, she came and it was just so much love. I mean, the love that she has for us, it's undeniable. It's eternal. It'll never go away. It'll never go away. The Great Mother she will always be there for us. Thoth, I did not know, had many different forms. I did not know that he likes to, he likes to be tricky. He's considered a hermaphrodite. Did not know that either. since he does take on many different forms. So I don't know, there's so much in here that I wanted to kind of go through with you guys, but it's just, it is really cool. I mean, the pantheon, the figures, and everything. It is seriously. So for instance, the courtyard, which would be the 4 elements and other presences that are honored. So, okay, I will give you a little snippet into just this, little book. Well, it's a pretty good, big book, but I will give you some snippets into it. So, this is being read in the public domain. Yeah, that's it. That's good enough. So before we enter the moon temple of Thoth to receive teachings, we must cross through the outer courtyard that fills the space between Seshet, Hathor, Sekhmet, and Osiris. This is where, weather permitting, we teach our classes in the garden. Here, we also honor the 4 directions and the 4 sacred elements by planting the flags that identify these elements alongside some of the gods and goddesses who represent the qualities of those elements. So in this way, we honor the Neteru, from whom we have not yet consecrated a particular sacred space, but whose presence is nonetheless of great importance to our work. So basically, the Neteru, flags are planted for invoking. They're paraded around. They are planted in the ground. Flags that represent the different gods and goddesses within the Neteru of the pantheon of the ancient Egyptian goddesses. So, in North America, the directions are called according to the way what is that word? The intercessor or medicine man was taught. So that can differ only from tribe to tribe to tribe. Wow. But within that tribe, there really is no right way. So what is most important is the honoring the elements and gods and goddesses of the 4 directions, and they do include. So I did not know any of this. So east, there's north, there's east. So now when I'm doing the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram, I have a deeper understanding of east. It's very different. So the sacred element of air, as represented in Nikki's books, The Shamanic Mysteries of Egypt and the Anubis Oracle, as the crested ibis is located in the eastern part of the courtyard. The mythological Ak bird, which is Thoth in his crested ibis form, is very significant to the work of this book, in that it is the fully realized human that the Ak bird represents. It is he, in the form of the phoenix in flight, who will give us our final initiation to complete this particular round of the mysteries. So that is the east. That is something to contemplate about the east, the direction of the east, what God is represented in that. So how can we relate Thoth to the east? So the east, Jesus rose in the east, right? Something about the east, I don't know. I forget now. But the synchronicities are incredible. So south, right here, we have, here we plant a flag for the sacred element of fire, found in the south and represented by the desert called the Red Land in ancient Egypt. So this element's attributes include action, creativity, transformation, courage, heat, and vitality, among others. So that is incredible. The synchronicities still. So the Red Land, that is where the crushed carnelian came into place, because that is what it was all made of. Crushed carnelian, which is so cool. So now we'll move to the west, right here. So west, water is not typically associated with this direction, with the western areas of Egypt and the Sahara, but the flag of the sacred element of water is placed in the west, mostly because of Nikki's immersion in various Native American and certain Western magical or pagan traditions. Water in the Egyptian traditions is represented by the Nile River, the great source of abundance, fertility, and intelligence by which the ancient civilization of Egypt is known. It should be noted that the entire Sahara, including The western desert is full of seashells deposited long, long ago, when that part of the world was under a great ocean. The sensitivities inherent in water are connected with our psychic abilities, which we will explore in chapters 4 and 5. All right. When I created Ouija Pop, I saw in that circle, remember? It was like beach sand, white, perfect, pristine, white, clear sand. And there were seashells scattered all around inside of it. Just the synchronicities connecting this with Ouija Pop and Undal. So this is literally creating a literal etheric temple. So that is my main goal, is the etheric temple first, the inner temple. So before actually going out and creating an altar or a temple, the gods and goddesses that I work with from Egypt know where they are in my area. So it's the fact of incorporating all of this into one. So it's great. It's seriously, it's great. I love it. It's just an eye-opening experience, and you feel empowered. I love it. I love the feeling of empowerment. It's amazing. But it's a better empowerment. It's humbling. It's not a power trip. It's very humbling. So north, the Great Pyramid, representing this sacred element of Earth, holds its place in the north, much in the way it holds a geographic central point at the edge of the Nile. Because of its hardy, four-sided foundation, the structure of any pyramid is strong and cannot be easily knocked over. Other properties of the North, which are similar in other metaphysical traditions, include the pyramid's connection to spiritual ancestry and its alignment with the gravitational pull of Earth and the circumpolar stars that represent eternity. All in all, the pyramid represents grounding, structure, security, and manifestation in physical form. Now, this is what's kind of crazy. I don't want to unplug myself. That is what the Shungite pyramid is. Manifestation. Manifestation. As above, so below. Do you know how much power is in this? Just one pyramid. One pyramid of Shungite. I think you can see the gold flecks in it. I don't know. There should be some really pretty gold flecks in there. Let me see if I can find the gold fleck. So yeah, everything is really coming together, especially with the Numite, the pyramids, or the Shungite. There, if you see that little crack, it looks like a crack or a scratch. That's actually the gold. Specks of gold. So literally, I feel like I'm being transported to Egypt with just this little amazing stone. It's heavy. I mean, it's really heavy, but it's incredible. So that will go in the north. Definitely in the north. I love it. It's amazing. It is seriously amazing. So that has to go in the north. That is what I was talking about, that stone. And then one more thing. When I actually first got my Numite wand, which Numite is very old too, just like the Shungite, it kept giving me visions of pyramids, and of gods and goddesses that were blue in color. Put that on the back burner. So, after the 4 directions and the 4 elements are honored, we go around in a clockwise circle again to fill in the spaces between the elemental flags with the flags of other presences with whom we are working, and in accordance with the natural affinities. Each of them has the directions and the elements. Again, these flags may be seen as placeholders until such time that divine being has his or her own specific location. So, you can actually make a flag that relates to the god or goddess that you are working with within the Neteru of the pantheon in Egypt. So how amazing is that? How amazing is that? So yes, that is just the 4 directions. I don't know where I was going with whatever I said put on the back burner. I forget, so that's okay. It's perfectly okay. There's just so much information in this book. The gods, the goddesses, it's crazy. The Eye of Ra, the eye. There's also an Eye of Thoth. So, the hieroglyph. Do you guys know what that means? The eye, in hieroglyphic form. It means, it actually makes a sentence. Abracadabra. To create, to do. To create, to do. To manifest. That is what that eye means when you see it in hieroglyphic form. It's insane. The synchronicities. It seriously is just insane. They do give a small consecration ritual, which I'm not sure about. I'm not sure about. But I really wanted to show you guys just a little bit of where I actually found it. Okay, yes. The building and consecration of sacred temples. So everything first and foremost is done on the astral or etheric. So that is the blueprint. So, okay, there are a number of consecrated Egyptian temples functioning throughout the world today. Among there are Clongiel Castle in Ireland, where Lady Olivia Robertson and her brother, Lawrence something Robertson, created exquisite chapels dedicated to the various goddesses by transforming the dungeons of an Irish castle. So, other examples of physical temples are the Isis Oasis, built by Lady Lorianne Vigne in Graysville, California, and the Temple of the Goddess of Spirituality, dedicated to Sekhmet, near Las Vegas, Nevada. These temples and many others established through the Fellowship of Isis teach the Egyptian mysteries and prepare clergy. These temples differ from the Moon Temple of Thoth on Nicky's Land in Oregon, and in that they have an actual architectural presence, whereas the Moon Temple of Thoth at this time exists only on the etheric plane, with the exception of Thoth's teaching chapel, which is a converted hayloft. Yet the instructions for building all these consecrated Egyptian temples came directly from source. So now listen to this. This is even crazier. As we move through this book, we will offer the instructions that were given to us for creating a communal spiritual structure that is modern, a modern temple, i.e. for building an adytum, an innermost shrine, and for consecrating our physical forms as vessels suitable for the God source. Our main purpose is to share what has been given to us from source, so that if you have the space and the desire to do so, you will be able to build and consecrate your own etheric temple, as well as a sacred indwelling adytum and a naos, a shrine box that contains the living statue of the divine being. How insane. How it's synchronistic. So, alright, so we become co-creators by allowing the divine to come forward and use us as a tool and a mind fit for co-creating a more spiritual life on this planet, for as long as we are here and perhaps beyond that. We aim to make ourselves worthy vessels. We see the work as being similar to creating nested boxes or containers of magic, much like the image of nested Russian dolls, or if you are mathematically inclined, like the Fibonacci sequence, in which the core and prima materia are a pattern for the whole. But in the Cairo Museum are the nested shrines that, through their magical inscriptions and guardian Neteru, create kind of an Oregon machine. More Oregon. A device to collect the chi energy of the times. So, I've got to get my hands on the Oregon. The idea of living inscriptions and intentional creation for the afterlife was part of ensuring the continuity of the ancient wisdom of Egypt in all planes of existence. In ancient Egypt, the temple was a permanent structure intended to be used by countless thousands of people in future generations. Because the work of the Neteru endures in timelessness, recognizing that the natural world was already a part of the divine body, the ancient architects used the energies inherent in the native limestone, quartzite, granite, gold, obsidian, calcite, and other precious metals and stones. Even the colors which they painted their columns were sacred materials imbued with magical properties. So, building the stones, imbuing the stones with magical intent and property. So, this is really cool right here. So, crushed malachite for green, abundance, and growth. Crushed red carnelian for the energetic life force, the blood of Isis, or the dress of Sekhmet. Crushed turquoise for the bodies of the sky and river gods and goddesses, and lapis lazuli, its deep indigo flecked with gold to symbolize the starry night sky, and deep wisdom that is inherent in the firmament. There's so much in this book. You guys have got to get the book. I mean, you've got to read the book. It's amazing. It does tell you all about making a personal vow. It gives you all kinds of initiations. It gives you everything that you need to know. Astral travel, Jacob's ladder, the ladder of ascension, a hymn to Horus, the adoration of Hapi, invocations, a hymn to Geb, it just has all kinds of daily prayer of the fellowship of Isis, a hymn to Isis, songs of Isis. It gives you so much stuff, and it's just seriously amazing. Hymn to Kum, or Kum, Kum. He's the one that created all of us. Kum, out of clay. Only 5,000 years before Christ. So, this is one of the best books that you can possibly ever get. I have learned so much just in the first freaking 2 chapters. It's incredible. So, so much. I think my chair is going to break on me. So much to take in. To learn, I feel. And then yet last night it was like Isis, she took me in her wings, literally took me in her wings, and I could feel it. No, Norton, I don't want you doing anything while I'm doing my video. Thank you very much. She took me in her arms, and we ascended up. I don't know what she told me. It was like something implanted, a burst or a download of information. It's like a zip file. So I have got to regress all of that information. It's seriously amazing. I can't explain how excited I am. And then I was taken down, and I was sorry, guys. God. It's really hard to go 34 minutes without cigarettes. So it was seriously just amazing. I was taken down. I was submerged in water 3 times. It was just incredible. It was seriously incredible. And then I was covered in a very red clay. So much went on. It was just everything just. And now I'm noticing that when I astral project, I don't, when I leave my body, I'm not like going in angles. I notice I'm going in circles, cycles. I'll be in one cycle, and then I'll see my body literally, and it's not that I'm actually rotating myself, but I'm inside of a cycle or circle. So I have no clue. I have no idea what that is. But Isis, she took me in and she told me to dedicate all of my bangles. I don't know why. I have a dear friend from the UK that works very closely with Isis. Seth, Mr. Rodriguez, you have these bangles. What's up with that? What is Isis? Why does she want these dedicated to her? I'm like sitting here like he's gonna actually respond to me. But it's just, it was so cool. And then she tells you that, deity will come to you, when you're ready, when they're ready. They know when we're ready. And it's crazy. It is crazy. I feel like I woke up. I actually slept in today. I feel reborn. Quote, quote, reborn. Quote, quote. Big quote, quote. I received communion from Thoth again. And it's just, the synchronicities are amazing. So there's no way, there is no possible way that the Bible is correct. It is completely wrong. It is all wrong. The entire Bible is a lie. It has been stolen from the ancient Egyptians. The entire Bible is a lie. And I feel really bad for everybody that believes it, because it's sad. It's very sad. It's sad that there's no Jesus. That it's Thoth. That has taken on the form of Jesus for the Christians and whatever other paths of sects of Christianity there are. So I kind of feel personally let down that there really is no Jesus, but I do know that there is a Thoth. So that makes me feel better, that makes me feel saved. So Thoth, you are saved through Thoth. You are saved by, when you go to the Halls of Amenti, the Halls of Judgment, and you are weighed with Mot's feather, the confessions, the pyramid texts, or the coffin texts. I've been doing too much research. My brain is going crazy. Wanda, I know your brain goes crazy like that too. So this is why I was telling you about Shungite. Definitely. I mean, if you want to try to get some, I would try. I do wear my Shungite bracelet daily. It's somewhere in this mess. It's this one right here. That nice, pretty black one. I do have that, so if you do I have? And that is Numite. That's the Numite I was telling you about. It's a black stone, only it's got the Trio Light on there. So it really is a black stone. It's pure black. Sigil. The sigil for protection against... So you see, I'm an empath too. I absorb too much, way too much, as do you. So, in all my links, I do have a Shungite store. I sell. I'm a part of shungitestore.com. SHUNGIT store.com. So I do offer products from shungitestore.com. If you enter my name in all caps, Ryan, R-Y-A-N, at your checkout code, you get 5% off. And it's free shipping in the United States, and it's usually 50% off too. So your entire purchase plus 5% off with my name at your bonus code checkout. So they do have in my campaign this small, tiny, either the pendulum that I used for you, which went crazy, and that explains why it went crazy, because you are overactive and overthinking, just like me. I love it. I love the connection to synchronicities. So, but they do have the pendants. Very small. Very small. You can conceal it very easily. You can hide it close to your skin. Keep it tucked in. There you go. Keep it in your pocket. A little chunk of shungite. You can get stones. You can get everything. Everything on that website. So yeah. It's just crazy. It's crazy. I'm so excited. And then Thoth tells me, I have to, rewrite certain things for him and carry out certain tasks. And, it's never you have to. It's never you have to or you're going to be damned. It's never anything like that. So it's just crazy. It's great. It's very great to know, to finally have that confirmation that there's no Jesus, there's no Satan, there's no hell. It's all fake. It's all made up. It's a lie. So that confirmation, that validation within my heart, it's liberating. It is so freeing and liberating. So you don't have to worry about it. It's stupidity. The only people that actually believe in the devil or actual Satan and think that they are being tempted by Satan are the people that cannot take responsibility for their own actions. They have got to have something saying, they've got to have a being to blame something on. Because of course, nobody can do anything wrong. You have got to have a scapegoat. There we go. So no, there's no devil. There's no Jesus. Thoth. Thoth came first. So it's Thoth. Set. He is Osiris's brother, which they fought, and he was considered to be a demon, quote, big quotes, demon. So no, it's so liberating to actually find that out, to actually see historical proof. I love it. I'm so excited today. It's amazing. But yeah, so much is happening. It's just incredible. It is very incredible. The weak people, they need it. They need Satan. The weak, they need Satan in their lives. Quote, because they have got to blame it on something else. Oh, that's not my fault. Oh no, I was tempted by the devil. No, you weren't. You were not. That's the biggest lie. The biggest lie in this entire fucking world. And that's true. And it makes me want to, I don't even want to talk about the Bible anymore because it's full of shit. It's stolen material. So, alright guys, I think I have bitched enough for one day. Sorry, I know you guys like the longer videos, but I know I had something more important to tell you guys, but I get too wrapped up with the whole Bible bullshit. But it's just ridiculous, so yeah, that's it for today, guys. So I will see you all tomorrow, and then Sunday with Satan, because we have to have somebody to blame our problems on, because we are not responsible for our actions. We are tempted by the devil and demons. Remember that. I'm joking. Completely joking. It's ridiculous. It's fairy tale. It's psychotic thinking. So, I did have something I wanted to tell you guys, but I forget. And I'll probably remember right when I end this video. So, I don't know. It's just very cool. So, I actually, I don't know. I really want to get more into the book. I really want to get, I'm working through modern magic, ceremonial magic. I think it's time for the middle pillar ritual, so I have that to do yet too. So reading that book and then reading modern magic, it all incorporates together, and it's very strange and it's very cool. So alright guys, that is it for today. So Alright, I hope you all have a great weekend. I'm gonna try. So, I love you all very much. And I will see you all, yes, tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow. With more, more stuff. Next time I'm gonna take notes. Definitely take notes. Or if I could actually, get one of those highlighter things for the book, I would highlight it. So, alright guys, I love you all very much, and thank you guys for watching. Oh, I am ridiculous. Alright guys, I love you all, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow. If I can actually get the computer to turn off now. Alright, I love you all.